This is what I look like when I haven't showered in a while. So I haven't vlogged in a while, and today's a big day. So I have some things to talk about. I don't have makeup on, this isn't planned. I'm just gonna talk. So today's a big day, like I said. First of all, we have a MacBook Pro on its way to our house right this second. So that's very exciting. I can finally start editing videos again instead of doing this like cheesy like phone editing thing that I have going on right now. So I can elevate my editing game back up. I've been working on a late 2009 MacBook for 9 years now, so I bought it new, and it was just time. It was time to get a new MacBook that's gonna actually be able to handle. I'm pretty sure even in 2009, like full HD wasn't even, like, my computer could handle full HD, but it wasn't as prevalent. So now if I'm watching like a full HD video, I can't be doing anything else. Like it's just I needed a new MacBook. So this one is really awesome. The specs are like outrageous compared to the MacBook that I am currently using. And I think I'll be able to do a lot more. Like I'll be able to do 4K editing and a lot more fun stuff. So that's exciting. And also today, Gregg is quitting his job. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to post this for a while because he's actually like talking to his boss currently as we speak. We've made a huge decision. He is going to be a stay-at-home dad. Basically he was only working like 3 full days a week, and on the side he's like trying to build an online business. All that time that he was spending at the bike shop, he wasn't putting into his business. He can do his business since it's online. He could do that from home while she's sleeping, while she's in the bouncer or whatever. So it just seemed like the right thing for him to finally make the step forward. And he had a really hard time with it because he loves the bike shop. Like he works at a bike shop downtown, and he loves everybody he works with. He's just one of those guys. He gets along with everybody, and he falls in love with like the next hobby. So like lately it's been bikes. You can see behind me, we're all about bikes. And the last 2 years of his life, he's been just learning so much from this place. So it was definitely a hard decision. It was one that we we talked about for a long time, but just in the end, this was the right move for our family. All the money, basically what he was making in those 3 days at the bike shop, all that money was going to go straight back into childcare for the week. And he'd hardly make a profit just to give our child away to someone else. So it just didn't seem like the right thing to do, for him to do that. So he is going to step down, and he's going to do his online business full-time, or I guess part-time, while he's at home with Odessa. And I could not be happier about this decision. And my thoughts as far as me being working and him being the stay-at-home dad, I couldn't be happier about it. I've been dreading the thought of giving her away to anybody else. We don't know what values people are teaching. Maybe they have great recommendations and whatever, but they don't love your kid like you love your kid, and they don't want to develop your kid like you want to develop your kid. So this is such a great, exciting thing for us. And I know he's like really nervous to talk to his boss because it means a lot to him the last 2 years. But he's just so there's a giant truck going by. Hold on. But yeah, he's so stoked to just be with her more and to be able to do this. So yeah, so that's the other huge piece of news that's happening today. And then of course with that, you know, I do love my current job. I actually go back in 12 days. I've been on maternity leave since the middle of October, so I had a super long maternity leave. My company is very generous with that. They're a European company, so they're very like progressive with maternity leave and stuff like that. So I go back in 12 days, and then once I go back, I work in fashion retail. So I love what I do. I'm a department manager, and I really like owning my department, and I don't mind working full time in my current career for the time being while he's staying at home. It just makes sense. And you know, and then on the side, I've also got my Poshmark that I do, I resell vintage clothing. If you hear noises, by the way, my dog is just scratching herself and licking herself and rolling, and I can't get her to stop. She won't stop. So Poshmark, I'm doing Poshmark on the side where I've been having a blast doing this the last couple months. I just started doing it I think mid-January. It started with just me reselling some of my old items in my closet, just things I had lying around that don't fit me because I got pregnant, and then I never went back down to my size that I was before, or at least not yet. And then just so I was selling some crop tops and things that I just knew I wasn't gonna wear after having had a C-section. And then I went to the thrift shop and I found all this good stuff. I found this designer short sleeve. It's called the Hester hoodie by Kith, New York City designer. And it retailed for $115 when it was when it first came out. So it was a really, really hot designer right now. So I found that for I don't even remember how much it was. Probably less than $10. And then I sold it on eBay for $90. And then, I got a Poshmark, and so I would go to TJ Maxx. I've been going to TJ Maxx, and then the thrift shops, and buying things new with tags at TJ Maxx for $15 or $18, and then there are things that are $90 retail or over $100 retail. So doing that, and then on top of that, so then that's Poshmark's been really good to me so far. In the first 6 weeks, I've gained a little over 2,000 followers. I've sold quite a few items, I think a dozen items now. So I've been doing pretty well in the last 6 weeks with that. And then I found Depop, and I'm telling you guys, Depop is where it's at. If you really care about vintage clothing, and you care about trends, and you're more fun with your fashion, get you a Depop. Because here's the thing, Poshmark is more about brand names, and it's finding those designer items for less. It's almost like the TJ Maxx of online reselling. It's you're looking for those designer items. They're looking for a specific name item. And every once in a while, I have had quite a few vintage pieces sell. I actually sold a WWE children's backpack just the other day. I was this backpack's glorious. It's a glorious vintage WWE backpack. It was brand new condition. And I sold it for $15 on Poshmark, and I was very surprised. But that stuff doesn't really typically sell, I feel. Usually it's you're looking for Ralph Lauren, or you're looking for I don't know, Balmain, or J. Crew or Tory Burch, or you're searching for a particular brand. So that's been my experience with Poshmark. And then I found me Depop 2 days ago, and I was hooked. So I got it, I put some listings up, and then I started scrolling through the, I think it's called the Explore page or featured page or something. I don't know what it's called, but you, it's like all the featured listings, you know, for that day or whatever. And I was like, this is my style. Like, this is what I've been telling Gregg. We go to the thrift shop and I tell Gregg, this is what's in right now. These wide leg, you know, culotte pants are in. And Gregg's like, you're crazy. Those aren't in style. Those are ugly. And I'm like, I'm telling you, they're in and they're everywhere. And he doesn't believe me. And then I bought this like Tweety Bird ringer tee that said Chicks Rule on it. And I was like, this is so badass. Like this tee is so awesome. And Gregg's like, Tweety Bird is so white trash. And I'm like, no, it's not white trash. It is in right now. You don't understand. Like, I'm hip to the lingo, okay? I know what's going on. And he didn't believe me. And so I wish I could show you. I'm taking this on my phone, so I can't show you. But I took a screenshot of like my search on Depop. I searched for a Tweety Bird. And there were just like hundreds and hundreds of listings of Looney Tunes and Tweety Bird gear that is like selling on Depop. I'm like, I'm telling you, this is my style. So I found this glorious site where I can actually be my like fun, you know, like more creative self with the fashion, and I've gotten really good what's the word? I've gotten good it's been good to me so far. So I got the app 2 days ago. Not even 48. Well, yeah, definitely not 48 hours ago. It's been like 36 hours since I got the app. And I've already been featured on the like featured page twice. The night that I downloaded it, I put up like 2 listings. I had this metallic lavender jacket that I just thought was like the coolest thing. And it wasn't even moving on Poshmark. Like, no one liked it. Everyone probably just thought it was lame because it was like from the early 2000s. So I put it up on Depop, and I woke up the next morning and it was featured. It was like a featured listing on their freaking homepage. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people on Poshmark don't understand the fashion. They're just looking for the brand name. They're looking for Liz Claiborne. They're not looking for, but what is this item? You know, like, people on Depop will pay $30, $50, $70 for a really awesome curated vintage piece that is you know, very trendy right now. So yeah, that's basically and then this morning I woke up and I had another listing featured. So like within 48 hours of having this app, I've already been featured twice, and I've already sold a pair of shoes. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying Depop is like everything right now. Like, it's my style. It's what I understand. In my you know, full-time job, I'm a department manager for a juniors department, because that is how my brain thinks. I mean, I don't think like a small child, like a teenager, but I enjoy the fun. I mean, look at me. This is my style. I like the juniors kind of style that's like more quirky and fun. And so yeah, Poshmark's just not for that. I'm still gonna sell on Poshmark, but I'm just gonna try and maybe stick to like the stuff that's brand new with tags, that's like designer and I know will sell. And then I'm probably just gonna spend 80% of my energy on Depop. So yeah, that was a very long-winded thing about Depop and Poshmark, and I can probably explain more if you guys want another video about that. Yes, but yeah, so big things going on in my life. I'm really sorry I haven't vlogged lately, but to like the 4 of you that watch, but you know, I really enjoy doing this. It's just really hard to edit on my phone. So I think here in the next couple weeks I'll be vlogging a lot more, just hopefully, because I will have an editing suite again and I'll be able to do it. So yeah, so MacBook Pro, you know, Gregg is actually like gonna quit his job and like stay at home with our child, and we'll have one of us developing her. Like, I'm so, I'm happy I'm literally about to tear up right now just thinking about it. But I'm just so happy he wanted to make that choice for us and for her. And he's moving in the right direction as far as his business. And I'll link his business below, actually. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that so you guys can check it out. But yeah, also, hey, you know what? I'll go ahead and link the MacBook Pro that I'm getting below, because holy shit, you guys need to check out the specs. It's great. And I know I'm like late to the party because this is the late 2017 model and everyone's already talked about it, but I got the oh my gosh, what is it called? Which one did I get? Oh, okay, so I paid I went on Amazon to get it because it's $200 cheaper on Amazon right now. So if you are looking to get a MacBook Pro, you need to go to Amazon to get it. So I'll link it below. There is the one we got was the MacBook Pro 15-inch, and it with the touch bar, and it is $23.99 retail, but we got it for $21.89. So yeah, huge discount because Apple doesn't offer discounts unless you're a student or a teacher. They don't have coupon codes or promo codes. I looked, I couldn't find any. I found some like shady looking kind of websites where they're like, oh, get money off of Macs. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I ordered it off of Amazon. It's coming today. Yeah. Life's good. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that's all. I'm just talking now. So I'm just rambling. Yeah, life is so good. If you guys do want me to talk more about mom stuff or Poshmark stuff or Depop or stay-at-home dad stuff or working mom stuff, just let me know. You know, I just like to have these talks and just like chat with you guys. It's really fun. So yeah. All right. Bye.